Hello, everyone, and welcome to Week 5 action. It's going to be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the LA Rams. Both teams coming in 3-1. Both teams looking to take advantage of the NFC West. Go ahead and take the lead. I am joined here once again by the wonderful Sammy. Say hi.
Pleasure to be here, everybody. How you doing, Brain?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's shaping up to be a good one. It's taken us a long time to get this one set up, though.
No doubt about that. A 145 kick looks like it's been delayed about 15 minutes here. Some technical difficulties, but hey, we're ready to go. It's a beautiful Saturday. We've got two playoff hopefuls in the NFC West doing battle.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that could possibly shake this one up to be a little would be the fact that Marcus Mariota is not going to be on the field. He's sidelined with a broken ankle or some kind of ankle injury. I forget what it is exactly.
He's out 8 weeks, Brain, and it's a devastating loss. I mean, you look at Mariota's production coming in to week 5, 70% completion, 113.6 QB rating. That's some very nice stats. And Josh Dobbs is going to be getting his first start of his NFL career.
And with that being said, we are loading up right now. And looks like Rams are going to be getting the opening kickoff.
Yep, I think they want to get the hands in Dobbs, the ball in the hands of Dobbs immediately.
And go ahead and try and get him some confidence. Also, both teams coming out in the throwback unis. I like it.
I'll tell you what, there's no better way to get a young quarterback in his first start confidence than handing the ball off to a guy like Todd Gurley, the best running back in the league this season. He's had 60 rushes for over 600 yards. That means every time he touches the ball, he's averaging a first down. That should help out Josh Dobbs pretty well.
Yeah, but I believe the San Francisco team is very, very well poised to take over against a team like this. They have a very good front seven. They should be able to put a stop to the run.
See what they do, coming out in a tight set on first down.
Dobbs going to drop back first play, looks to the left, got his man over the left side. I'm getting
the throw. What a gutsy throw, throwing the out route. He read the man coverage perfectly and going to his superstar guy, Brandon Cooks, on the first play of the game for 21 yards. You know, we were talking about giving it to Todd Gurley, but a 21-yard pitch and catch off the rip, that's going to calm the nerves very well for Josh Dobbs. Well done.
Without a doubt. Coming out now in the looking over to the middle. That's his tight end he's going to hit. That's 2 plays right in succession, and Dobbs is starting off really well.
Tell you what, I mean, there's Gerald Everett. That's their leading pass catcher on the season. What I really like about this Rams offense is just the balance. They have playmakers everywhere, right? Not just Todd Gurley, but it's Gerald Everett, it's Brandon Cooks, and it's Justin Ross, right? So they have 4 key playmakers on offense, and this offensive coordinator likes to spread the ball evenly to all 4 of those playmakers.
And here we go, Todd Gurley going to get the ball the first time. Small gain by his standards, only a gain of 3. Most people will take a gain of 3 and say, "Oh, good job." I think he's
that's
hurting
the average for Gurley.
Yeah. And I'm seeing that average dip.
He's going to be getting plenty more opportunities this game, though.
2 wide receivers split out right in the eye this time. Going to be a play action. Dobbs moves to the right to miss one, and he's going to take a sack. Nick Bosa end on the sack. That's his
of
first.
Nick Bosa. He didn't plant the flag there. Product out of Ohio State in his 4th season. What a pass rush off that left side. Looks like Dobbs had single coverage with both Justin Ross and Brandon Cooks downfield, but I don't know what it was. Didn't want to pull the trigger there.
Yeah. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 14.
See if they play for the field goal or if they're going for the first down here. It'll be an interesting call.
And you want to see what this young quarterback's made of. You go ahead. 3rd and long.
Like the
Actually, they
defense is
won't
going
see.
to
They're
give
going
him.
to run it. Pretty good run. Still short of the 1st down.
It's Pacheco, the rookie running back. I think he's the 3rd or 4th stringer there. A little surprising to see him on 3rd down, but he did the job. Got them in good field goal position. Now there is a little wind blowing right to left. Shouldn't be a problem for Greg the Leg Zerline though.
The leg's going to hit that one. Unfortunately, though, you start off with 3. You never want to give Jimmy G plenty of time to just do whatever he wants, and especially just 3 points. You want to get more than that.
Well, if you're Josh Dobbs, though, I mean, you started out 2 for 2. I think you're going back to that sideline with some confidence that, you are an NFL starting caliber quarterback and you can make some throws. And I think points on the board in your first NFL start, getting that in your first drive, that's important. All right, Jimmy G and all his weapons coming out on the field.
Going to drop back to pass. And, he's going to take a quick sack. Sheldon Richardson, the man that they traded for last year for a 3rd-round pick, getting in on the sack.
That's great to see if you're the Rams. I mean, you're at home, Josh Dobbs' first start, but to date, through the first 4 games, it's really only been 2 guys on the defense who are racking up those sacks. It's been Samson Ebukam and Aaron Donald. So it's nice to see Richardson, the newly traded for Richardson, getting in the mix.
Yeah, he was traded for about middle of last year. Was kind of quiet last year, but looks like he's trying to come back into his own.
I know you have a little familiarity with Sheldon. What's your take on the kind of player he is?
He's a great pass rusher. Whenever it comes to run stuffing, you don't see a whole lot from him. There's a lot to be desired as far as run stuffing is concerned. But when it comes to pass rushing, there's almost nobody better on the inside, in my opinion. As far as, has a huge 3rd down gain. But as far as, taking away the guys like Aaron Donald and, the obvious inside guys, Aaron Donald, Fletcher Cox, there's very few that are better at what they do with less of a name than Sheldon Richardson. Jimmy G drops back out of the eye. Gonna dump it off to his fullback, Jusiak, and that's...
Juice, Kyle Juszczyk, coming with a little angle route. Thought they were going to run it there, but then it looks like Jimmy G audibled to a pass and hit his playmaking fullback. And, I mean, Juszczyk's like a Swiss Army knife. He can do it all. He can block, he can run, he can catch.
I can almost guarantee this isn't going to be a run. Jimmy G out 5 wide. Drops back, has all day to throw it, and going to hit his tight end, Kittle. He makes one man miss on a bad angle, and he's got a 1st down down to the 25.
What a play by Kittle. I mean, just a simple throw, simple route, but, I mean, you said, defender took the bad angle. I think that's because of Kittle's straight line speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
He just couldn't, he didn't know what angle to take, and Kittle just blew right by him for 15 yards.
It looked like he was trying to get a little bit aggressive. This is a guy that'll make you bounce off if you get too aggressive.
1st and 10 here, Garoppolo in the I form.
Turn around and hand it to Breida. He's got the edge. Not able to get around the one man to beat. Still,
Matt Breida, the main guy in the backfield for the 49ers. Out of Georgia Southern, undrafted running back. He's got 447 yards, 5 touchdowns. He's a playmaker. Look for him to get the ball at least 12 to 15 times today.
I'm very well expecting it. He drops back, plenty of time in the pocket, makes one, able to hit Samuel. Looked like he was throwing it dead at the linebacker. I think the linebacker did too. He tried to catch it instead of coming up and playing the receiver.
The Niners, they're not doing anything fantastic on offense right now. It almost looks like that Rams defense, which is a top 10 unit in the league. They're a little turned around. They, I think they're guessing run when it's a pass, and they're guessing pass when it's a run. Let's see if they can settle down a little bit and get a stop here.
Jimmy G dropping back to pass once again. Rush coming. We had 2 guys in the back of the end zone, and it looked like both of them went for it instead of trying to get out of the way of each other. And one of them make the catch.
The old saying, you got two quarterbacks, you got none. You got two guys wide open in the back of the end zone. You got to drop the ball.
Yeah. 2nd and goal, ball on the 9. And going to drop back once again. And coming off the edge, he fumbles it.
Oh.
Breida's going to fall on it. But it looked like that was Aaron Donald in on the strip sack.
Sack of the season for Donald. Just manhandled the interior O-line and said, Jimmy G, I don't care how much money you get paid. I'm a better player.
Just flew right past him, and this will bring up a 3rd and goal from the 16-yard line. Never want to see that.
If I'm the Rams here, I'm guarding deep over the middle of the field. It looks like that's where the Niners want to attack.
And they're going to go that way. Ooh, probably should have been intercepted. Could have been 6 the other way if he catches it. But either way, at least you don't give up the touchdown. 4th down and goal now, and that's going to bring on the field goal unit.
That's one of the other reasons I picked the Rams to win this game, despite not having Mariota, is Jimmy G, he's been inconsistent. He's made some poor decisions. He's thrown 6 interceptions to his 6 touchdowns through 4 games. His QB rating is just under 90. So I just don't think that he has the efficiency and the playmaking ability to put up 30, which I think is what the Niners are going to need in this game to beat the Rams on the road.
Really, 30? I would have put it somewhere around the 24-28 mark, but maybe that's just me. Dobbs now back under center. He takes over.
It's interesting. Gurley's not on the field.
Give to Pacheco again. Gain of 3 yards. I guess maybe trying to make sure that Gurley doesn't get hurt with those arthritic knees. You want to keep him fresh, but.
And it's also, you don't want the defense to start keying in to whenever, Gurley's on the field, he's immediately going to get the ball. I think you almost want to lull the defense into forgetting about a guy like Todd Gurley, if that's even possible. But he is back on the field here to the left of Josh Dobbs here.
The ball, had a hole, unfortunately trips over his own guy. Will still get up to the 33-yard line, make it 3rd and 2.
Pacheco, I mean, he is that 2nd-round draft pick, right, out of Rutgers, rookie. So you do want to get him the ball often and early in the season and see what you have out of your high draft pick.
Yeah, I mean, he's looked fairly well on his few touches so far. 3rd down now as this first quarter keeps winding down. Dobbs over the middle, overthrown, and incomplete. That hit about 4 guys on the way down, but that's going to fall.
Not sure what he was looking at there. That was very clearly covered.
No clue.
There was a little bit of pressure. He could have stepped up and used some of that athleticism to get the 2 yards for the first, in my opinion.
And punt from Hecker is away. Like a halfway decent enough punt up to the 25. Probably could have gotten a little bit more out of it, but
You expect a lot more from a guy like Johnny Hecker. Didn't exactly help out his first time starting quarterback there.
Yeah. Probably want to get that inside the 10, but
Here we go.
either way, now that'll bring up a 1st down.
The Rams could be bringing some pressure.
Gonna go to Breida. And 6 yards. Looked like he was a little bit, had maybe a little bit more than that, but what do I know?
And that's a nice run on 1st down. It's a conservative call, but the Rams were showing. I mean, they had 5, maybe 6 guys in the box there. They're only showing 5 here. I think if you're Jimmy G, you're running it again for a 1st down.
They'll actually throw this time. Intercepted. It's Marcus Peters. Oh no! Instead of running
I know.
Throw it, and I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that Aaron Donald was right in his face.
Jimmy G, he'd already felt that once in the game. He did not want to get sacked by the big
Yeah, he
man
got
again, and I think he just forced it.
man strip sacked the first time he's in, and the second time he comes in and forces
Wow.
an interception. And now Josh Dobbs
So
taking
just
over on
like
the
that,
37.
they take it. Ooh, they had the
They
man.
got their man on the left. Ah, overthrown.
Oh, Justin Ross was wide open, and that was going to be a touchdown for the rookie out of Clemson. Not sure if Dobbs tried to lead him too much, or if it was just he got a little too excited when he saw the man wide open.
Yeah, quick change that had 6 written all over it. Unfortunately, falls incomplete.
I mean, Justin Ross, the rookie out of Clemson, first-round draft pick to these Rams, he's been their leading wide receiver through 4 games. Last week in Detroit, 5 receptions for 76 yards and his first NFL touchdown. He's a guy who's getting stronger
Oh, and
every single
as
week.
we were talking,
Oh,
they get to
man.
Pacheco, and he just waltzes in for the touchdown. I mean,
Wow.
nobody around. Offensive line just manhandled,
Parted
pancaked
like the Red Sea.
everybody. And
Shout
just
out
like
seven-
that, 2
seventh
plays
minute
after the
Hanukkah.
interception, it's 10-3.
Wow. And, I mean, these Rams, if you look at the way that they're drafting, what they're really doing is they're placing a lot of emphasis on overhauling the offensive line. You got the rookie left tackle Foster Sorrell out of Stanford. You got the second-year center Tyler Biads out of Wisconsin. Those guys in combination with guys like Austin Blythe and Rob Havenstein, they've really done a great job of keeping a strong offensive line unit, and we saw the effectiveness of it right there.
Jimmy G now back in the gun. Maybe a little less trust in him after that. Going to give it to Breida. Nice gain of 6, and that'll bring the end to the first quarter.
This is almost a carbon copy of that last drive, right? They got 6 on the handoff to Breida to the left, bringing up 2nd and 4 at the 31. Let's see if they stick with the run or if they go to the pass. My thought is they're going to stick with the run after that interception.
And this one will be a run to Breida. I think he probably could have gotten the edge, instead he opted to try and run him over.
Great play by Trey Boston, though.
Yeah. I don't know if that was he was
Coming
trying
up
to
in the
cut
hole.
in or what he was trying to do, but whatever it was, it did not work.
Breida typically a shifty guy, but Boston very sure tackle. I mean, that one I think was going to be gone for a touchdown if Boston whiffed on that. So 3rd and 2 here. I'm looking for Jimmy G to throw the ball here.
Oh, it's going to be a run out to the right. Breida able to fight his way forward for a gain of about 4 yards and a first down.
Kittle there, typically the pass catcher, he was mucking it up in the run game, getting a nice block, sealing the edge. This guy really prides himself on being a run blocking tight end as well as a pass catcher.
Yeah. Jimmy G now on first down, drops back to pass, hits his man underneath. James Jr., he makes one man miss, and he's up across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Richie James Jr., the 4th man in that wide receiver core. That's his 2nd catch of the game, and a very nice, very shifty move from Richie.
Showing why he's getting some more snaps. A great move. Jimmy G now looking over the middle for Kittle. Nobody in the vicinity, and he's going to get an easy first down.
Jimmy now 6 of 9. Pretty nice completion rate there for 90 yards in the interception, but looks like he's gaining back his momentum. I think he'll quickly forget about that interception. I think that's one of the strengths of a guy like Jimmy Garoppolo. Very cool under pressure and very confident in his abilities. He's gonna keep throwing the ball.
And that's how he got this position in the first place. And give to Breida this time. Swallowed up. I believe that was Johnson. John Johnson III getting in on the tackle. We were talking about Kittle doing good in the run blocking game. He did not do good that time around.
Against a guy like John Johnson, I mean, since he's come into the league, he's just such a dynamic player. He's all over the field.
Now playing 2nd down from behind the sticks. Gonna run it again with Breida, and this time no gain. So that's gonna put you 3rd and 12. Last time it was
Brandon,
last
I
time there was
think
a
this is
third and
a
long, I believe there was an interception.
time for me to ask you this question. When you look at the Niners wide receivers, who do you think is their best option, right? You got guys like Deebo Samuel, Dante Pettis, Marquise Goodwin. We're seeing Richie James. Who do you like out of that core?
Can I go off center and just say Kittle? He's practically a wide receiver anyway. And as we say that, Deebo Samuel
Oh, man.
through PI is going to make the catch.
Like that was PI, face mask, quintuple coverage, and Deebo Samuel, product out of South Carolina, answering my question for me.
Yeah, Deebo with just a great catch over the newly acquired man that was in Oakland last year, Conley. And RPO this time, it's going to go to Samuel again. I believe he's got the edge, and he's going to get it in.
Wow.
Expected to see him maybe dive for that. Instead, he's going to opt to just run it in.
Tell you what, the Rams free safeties has been taking some pretty bad angles, whether it's on Kittle or Samuel. I don't think Deebo has that kind of speed. Maybe it's the Rams defenders just not playing it correctly.
Maybe. I think the scout team was a little bit faster this week than the actual Niners.
Batson on the kickoff return looks like he's going to take it out deep.
And only able to get up to the 22-yard line. I guess risk versus reward. You think you can still march it down the field no matter what.
But still, I mean, it's just 3 yards, but you want to give your first-time starting quarterback every opportunity he has to put points on the board. Not a great decision by Batson there.
Yeah. And turn around, give to Gurley this time instead of Pacheco.
The Niners, just like you called it up front, Brain, they've been playing the run very well early. But if I'm the Rams, you got the #1 rushing offense coming into this game. You have to continue to pound the rock, even on a down like 2nd and 8, where I think the Rams are going to fall into some pass coverage defense. I think this is a great opportunity to run it right down their throats.
Yeah, and I mean, aside from that one long run by Pacheco, there really hasn't been a whole lot of running room.
And especially not for Gurley.
No. Speaking of Gurley, he's going to go in motion, and this one's going to go to Pacheco. He's got the edge again. If he's got the speed, he might go again. Not quite up to the 36-yard line. Yeah, this offensive line just pulling huge holes for Pacheco.
What a brilliantly designed play. You saw Gurley with the motion out to the right, almost like an orbit type play, and you saw the free safety bit. He ran all the way across the field to cover Gurley, which opened up that hole for that huge gain for Pacheco. Well done by the offensive coordinator. I wouldn't be surprised if Dobbs looks for Justin Ross here.
Oh, he's looking right. He's got his man. It's Cooks this time, actually. Probably should have been 6. Looked like it was just maybe a hair underthrown. Dobbs got to learn to put that in front of his guys instead of behind him like that. But either way.
Look at that stat line for Dobbs, 3 of 5 for 69 yards. He's had a nice game so far.
And San Francisco maybe, I know they picked up Griffin in the secondary, but maybe missing their man that went to Cincy this year.
Yep. And that's the one weakness when you look at this Niners defense. No Sherman. They picked up Trey Kirkpatrick in the offseason, but it's just not enough. They don't have a true #1 corner.
Between Kirkpatrick and Griffin, it's like, yeah, they're good, but they're not #1 good.
No.
And this time's the
not good enough to cover.
That's going to be stuffed. But yeah, definitely not good enough to cover guys like Cooks, Ross, Jefferson, one-on-one all day long. Really going to stay in the backfield. Oh, this is a screen to him. This could go well. Oh, some bad blocking. I don't know. I believe that was a left tackle out blocking. Just absolutely whiffed. 25.
It's Foster Sorrell. Yep, he's a big guy, a good pass protector, but you get him out on the run like that, and he just whiffed on someone, and Niners defense keyed in, or 4 or 5 guys that are ready to make that tackle.
Yeah, you hit number 25. That's a touchdown.
This is the money down. 3rd and goal at the 7. Let's see what Josh Dobbs can do.
He's not going to look for him. He's going to go on the run.
Still got guys open.
Tried to look for him too late. Looks like he might have just.
At the very end there were 2 guys. Yeah.
I mean, he had right off the bat. He had an out route in the back of the end zone with his tight end. He's open. Missed him. He had basically all of his receivers coming across had gotten open at some point in time, but I believe Dobbs was too busy running for his life to try and throw it.
And then at the very end there, he had 2 guys right in the middle of the field as he was towards the right side of the sideline who were just completely uncovered. But again, I think he was staring down just one guy and then started running for his life. That's probably all he was thinking about.
Yeah. And I'm going to ask you a quick question. If you can keep an eye on that Jets game. I'm not entirely sure who they're playing, but I'd like to keep some updates going from them. Because Jets in a good position to maybe take the East. Oh, Kittle taking a huge hit there, but able to absorb it and get the get the first down.
I talk about the Jets. It's an interesting storyline that's developing, right? And they're playing the Ravens right now. That game just kicked off, but there were rumors, and I think they started on Twitter. I think Schefter picked him up. That Jamal Adams might be on the trade block. There was, a lot of drama regarding his abilities in the past week, and I think that manifested itself. The Jets might be making him available to some other teams, which is head scratching to me.
Yeah, I don't think you let a guy like Adams go. I mean, he's been exactly what you want in New York. I don't.
He's just an enforcer. I don't think you let go of an enforcer.
No. You don't let go of someone who can lay down the boom and basically take away a side of the field all on his own.
Yeah, you absolutely don't. It really frustrates a lot of teams.
Yeah, it'd be like trading away your best cornerback. Like, he shuts down that side of the field. I don't know why you get rid of him. I mean, unless you can get just an absolutely unprecedented amount for him.
Oh, looks open over the middle.
Flag down.
Looks like that
might be coming back.
Contact. Free play.
Oh, it's actually going to be holding.
Oh, wow.
Big right guard. That's rookie Ashley, I believe.
Yep, that's the rookie 2nd-round draft pick who has been playing well, but not there.
No. Holds his man.
I'll tell you what I think
should have been illegal contact downfield.
That's what I think Jimmy G thought it was, and that's why he tossed it deep into triple coverage. He's almost lucky there that the Rams didn't come down with that ball.
That'll bring up 1st and 20. Jimmy G 5 wide. Gonna take a sack. Aaron Donald getting in for his 2nd sack of the game.
2nd sack. I mean, it's not in the score box, but Donald's pretty much got 2 sacks and an interception in this game. He's been an absolute game wrecker.
And this is 2nd and 28. You're on your own 37.
Rams just took the timeout. They want the ball back.
Yeah. I'm doing something to try and get myself back into field goal range. I gotta tie this football game up before half because I get the ball. I need to make sure that this is tied or something. And there it is, Breida over the left side. He's got one man to beat. He's gonna beat him around the edge. He's not gonna get the 2nd guy, but all the way up to the 26-yard line.
And just like you said, that did not look like a conservative, we're going to make you use your timeouts type run. That looked like an aggressive, we still want to score play call there. And that run up the left side has been working very well for these 49ers all game long.
Got back and dump it off to Breida on the left side. Not able to make anyone miss this time around.
Interesting. They had that screen pass set up to the right, but he chose to throw it out left.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he thought that someone was keyed in on it that wasn't supposed to be or what, but
normally when you get use check out there on the screen to the right and you got 3 or 4 blockers, you're going to want to give it to him. But hey, I'm not here to question Jimmy G. He gets paid a lot more than I do.
Bounce back to pass, got his man. Oh, he was thinking he was looking for Kittle on the right. He looks for Samuel, who takes a
Goodwin, who
huge
just
shot.
got destroyed.
Oh, Goodwin just got rocked. And Kittle, if you go back and look at that, Kittle had the right side. He can take that shot a lot easier than
Oh, man.
than a guy like Goodwin. Like, maybe you think of looking his way, but they won't. And going to look for Goodwin again this time. I believe he's just shy of the first down. And I don't know if this is just me or what's going on, but it looks like everything just froze.
Fuzziness in the broadcast there, Brain. Definitely not just you. I hit that refresh button and things keep rolling, but
Okay, so the Rams
yeah.
decided to just call a timeout. They're going to try and